Hello and welcome to the Motley Fools Ask a Foolish Question. Now, mergers and acquisitions have been in the news of late, including Pearson and the ongoing talks between AG Bar and Britvic. But what I would like to know is, as a shareholder, how can I benefit from these? So, David, I'm hoping you're able to answer my question.
Well, the whole point behind a merger is to try and sort of make a stronger unit than if the two units were separate. So let me give you an example. Here's a sheet of paper. I folded it in half to demonstrate, two companies. Now, try and tear that apart. Oh, you're such a strong man. It's unbelievable. Okay, now then, try and rip that in half.
I don't think I go to the gym enough for that.
Okay, and that is the point behind a merger. What you're trying to do is to try and create a stronger entity than if the two were separate. Okay, so as an investor, there are two things that could happen. You could either own shares in the company that is being taken over, or shares in the company that is taking over the other company.
Yes.
Now, two things are likely to happen. It depends on how much the predator company, the company that's doing the taking over, wants the smaller company, the company that is being taken over. And it will have to pay a premium for that, because ultimately the smaller company or the company that's being taken over has a board of directors. And they're saying that, we're doing okay as it is. We don't really want to be taken over. But if you want to buy the business, then you will have to stump up. You're going to have to pay a premium for the business. And that is generally what happens.
Okay.
The company that is being taken over will see its share price rise, or could see its share price rise. And the one that is doing the taking over could see its share price fall. But as an analyst or as an investor, what you need to do is to say, what will happen to the two companies when I put them together? Are they going to be stronger, as in the case of the book?
Indeed.
Or is it just going to simply be, a useless takeover? In which case, two companies are being forced together somehow, serving no purpose whatsoever. So it is very difficult to say. I wish I could give you a definitive answer by saying that, yes, this is going to happen if a company is going to be taken over. It isn't that simple. And you have to do a lot of research, a lot of digging around, as many analysts do. I mean, recently we heard that EADS, the European Air Defence Systems, wanted to take over British Aerospace. Now, the two companies thought it made good sense, except the investors. The investors said it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because this is a very complicated takeover. You're throwing in politics into a business. And that, therefore, starts to muddy the water slightly. So the investors dug in their heels, especially on this side. The investors like Neil Woodford dug in their heels.
Indeed.
And they said, we don't really want this takeover to take effect, because this will damage the company. So, again, I stress, there is no obvious answer to a takeover. And there is a third scenario, in which case you might be a shareholder in a company that is a dog. In other words, this company has got absolutely no prospects whatsoever. So what you're hoping for is that somebody will put you out of your misery and buy the shares and take you out. And then that way you'll be able to sort of, as an investor, just move away and just say, right, I'm out of this now.
Sure. Okay, well, David, thank you very much for answering my question. I'm very well informed now. And the companies we've covered today were Pearson, P-S-O-N, AG Bar, B-A-G, Britvic, B-V-I-C, and British
Aerospace,
Aerospace, which is B-A-T-S?
No, it's B-A dot.
Sorry, that's the one. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Remember, you can send in your questions to foolishquestions@fool.co.uk. See you next time.